You see, anybody that has any sort of mental illness, whether that is bipolar, uh, schizo, um, like whatever anger issues, whatever sort of mental condition that's hard to deal with. If you are dating somebody, if you are in the dating world, you need to make that clear beforehand that, hey, I have bipolar, I have anger issues, I get extremely pissed off all the time. You need to make that clear. In the past, I already dated a chick that had mental illness, you know. And after that situation, I told myself, I said, no more women with mental illness, right? You know, I was trying to help her. I was trying to get her mind right, but it wasn't enough. And you trying to help a person like that is going to drain you. Now, some people have a mild level of mental stuff, or it's mild, it's tolerable. But then you have some people, it's just too extreme, you know. And I try to avoid women like that. I'm sorry that you've been like, because of the girl, the first girl that I'm referring to years ago. Yeah, man, she got, molested and abused by her mom, and she was in a foster system being molested and stuff like that. That can mess up somebody's mental, which is understandable. It's understandable somebody being mentally messed up from that. I get it. No dad, stuff like that. And I was trying to help. I was trying to help her, but it just wasn't enough. And after that, I said, you know what? No more women with mental illness. I'm not doing that. So if you have any mental illness, bipolar, schizo, I don't know, any other mental condition that's gonna be a handful for someone else, you need to let them know, whether you're a man or a woman. Hey, I have bipolar. There's times where I could be an extreme dickhead because this is my mental illness. You need to let people know that. Me personally, because once you tell me that, I ain't gonna fuck with you. I'm sorry that you got that. I ain't dealing with it. I'm sorry that you got abused by, your fucking uncle or something, or your uncle did this to you, or whatever happened, or whatever, and that's why you act like the way you act. I'm sorry you had to deal with it, and that's why you act like a complete asshole all the time. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not dealing with it. I'm sorry. I do sympathize with that, but I'm not dealing with it. I just can't do it. I just can't deal with stuff like that. That's why I try to avoid women with mental illness, mental problems. Now, I can see if it's mild. Okay, it's mild. She got some issues, but it's tolerable. It's not major. But when I see that it's a little more than I can handle, that's when it becomes a problem. I don't want no girl with mental problems, man. And she's a handful. I don't got time to deal with all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for it. Schizo, bipolar, anger issues, unhealed trauma. People like this, man, there's nothing you can do to fix these motherfuckers. I'm telling you. If a person is like this, there's nothing you are going to be able to do to help these people. Just avoid it. Bipolar disorder, schizo, whatever unhealed trauma. Oh, I got molested when I was 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And that sucks. I'm not saying that was right. That's terrible. But me personally, don't you don't need to be dating anybody until you get that shit somewhat healed. Even if you don't fully heal from it, it needs to be somewhat healed. Because no, that's why I don't deal with girls like that. I don't talk to girls with mental illness, losing their mind, and just I don't fuck with all that shit. If you got mental problems, you need to go to a fucking therapist, psychiatrist, and leave me alone until you get that shit fixed. I ain't trying to deal with all that shit. If you're hearing voices, you're hearing this, you're hearing... I ain't trying to deal with all that. You're hearing voices, you just... I ain't dealing with that shit. So, I advise the mentally ill people, please tell the people that you're dating that you have mental illness. Please. They shouldn't have to find out later on, way down the line, because you did not communicate that you have various mental problems that cause you to act very irrational. So, that's all I gotta say about